Hey guys, I wanted to talk today about productivity as an entrepreneur, right? And one way I like to think about it in a term that I've coined for myself for being productive and getting things done and getting to my goals and trying to grow as an entrepreneur and grow my business is the term straight line productivity. You might have heard of that term straight line in sales, Jordan Belfort's program, the straight line sale. What is the straight line? You know, the straight line is essentially Occam's razor, and Occam's razor is the exact straightest, quickest point from A to B, right? No zigging, zagging all the way over here, all the way back over here to ultimately get to that point. It's the most efficient route to that end goal, right? So if your goal as an entrepreneur is to run Facebook ads to get clients for your product, right? You wouldn't go on YouTube and start learning more Facebook ad techniques, or you wouldn't go on Instagram and try to, let me first see what this guy is doing or what this guy thinks. The most efficient Occam's razor route to get there would be to literally robotically walk over to your computer, load up Facebook ads, throw a picture into the creative and start writing a caption and then click schedule, right? That is the most efficient way, the quickest way to get to that goal of yours, right? Now let's take this a step further. Getting clients through Facebook ads, say you would have to set up automations, right, to tap the leads into a sheet of some kind, right, and then you have to manage them from there, or maybe you want to send them to a landing page or something, right? That stuff is still after you schedule the ad. Why? Because now we're getting into stuff that could be putting the cart before the horse. That's another main tenet of straight line productivity, right? So do things exactly in the right sequential order towards your goal. So if you're trying to start a store online, selling jewelry or something, right? You wouldn't go and then say, you know what, now I'm gonna go on a website and start building out some mock-ups for like my brand product, boxes that I want to put the jewelry in, right? If you currently just put them in like a jewelry bag or something, and your goal is to get more sales, you wouldn't go ahead and do that brand building, that kind of stuff after the fact and the peripheral stuff, because that stuff is at a later step for you, whether you know it or not, right? Because you're probably not in that store example. Let's just assume you're not at the stage where branding is going to make a big difference, right? And so don't do steps out of order. Always, always, always try to do as little as possible. If we're going by the straight line method, always try to do as little as possible in the sequential order. So don't jump ahead to a step, or I wouldn't click schedule on the Facebook ads example and then go ahead and start, let me go ahead and think about how I can do this and do this. Because what if I say build out a whole landing page or something, and it turns out that campaign flopped anyways, so me building out all these next steps things was a bit too premature, right? First, we have to validate concept. They talk a lot about the concept of sell before you even build. Sell before you build, right, in entrepreneurship, because you want to make sure the demand is there. You're getting ahead of yourself by building a product that doesn't even have product market fit. So in entrepreneurship, I really do think this has served me well, because not only that, but it helps you get to your goals faster, and it helps you to helps your brain get the positive feedback loop and the dopamine back faster to then say, you know what, this action I took was great, I'm glad I did, and I got that result like in a day. It didn't take me like a week of building out the campaign or something. I literally sat on my computer for an hour and just put up a Facebook ad, and I enjoyed it. Similarly, I'm probably not going to go back and edit this video heavily, because my goal is to make YouTube videos almost daily or weekly, just documenting my journey from here on out. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I literally sit at my computer, open my phone or open my camera and start filming, and then take that video and put it on YouTube, okay? If I start going ahead of myself and I'm like, I need to put links on my page, I need to do all this stuff, I need to do this stuff. Well, now you're building out all this BS when you haven't even validated, bro, all your videos get like five views. Like, the links on your page don't mean anything right now. The wallpaper on your page doesn't mean anything right now. Your editing software doesn't mean anything right now, because no one's watching your videos anyways. You don't have product market fit, you're not showing up in the search results, right? So all of that stuff is actually after. That's another example of sequential productivity, doing things in the right order and starting with minimum viable product and then building and fleshing it out once demand is verified, other things are verified, and not getting ahead of yourself. Why? Because it helps you. This is what's in it for you guys. It literally helps you because you can do more stuff, and it's way easier and more fun because it's not as hard. Here's another example. If you play sports, if you play basketball, soccer, track, whatever, instead of having to say, you know what, if I want to go practice soccer right now, I have to put on my cleats, I have to drive all the way 20 minutes across town to the field over there, and then I have to get out, and it's like 40 degrees outside, it's kind of chilly, I have to make sure I have gloves, do I have to load up? No, what is the Occam's razor straight line productivity method to practicing soccer? It's literally, I have a ball in my house, I'm going to literally go in the corner of my room or downstairs in my basement or something and start doing some TikTok, touches, like techers, like ball touches, like do 100, 200 of those. Like literally you can do it in your basement. You don't need a big fleshed out product. Like think of your end goal and then literally just be as minimum viable product, efficiently get there as quickly and as easily as possible. And guys, again, this is what's in it for you. Little to no startup or energy or entropy costs at all. You just get to your end result way faster and easier. Like who doesn't love that? And so then obviously once you need, I need to practice like on a real field, I'm practicing for the big game on Sunday. Like that's fine. That's when you need, but getting the first steps, a lot of us have trouble getting the first steps of a task done, making that initial change, right? And so this straight line productivity method will really help you with that as an entrepreneur, especially. And another thing I wanted to touch on, excuse me, is making a change now. In this moment, not tomorrow morning, next week, after I take the test, something. You need to make a conscious change in the moment because actually all we have is now. We only have the present, but the present just slides into the future, okay? So you will have to make a change in the present at some moment, and everything compounds. So if you make that change earlier, you actually are allowing more compounding to happen because compounding happens with time. So if you make a change now, you actually have more compounding potential than if you make a change tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening. Why? Also, is this important? Because tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, the change isn't guaranteed. I know you're telling yourself you'll do it tomorrow morning, but it's not guaranteed because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening or next week, okay? Whereas we do have the present moment right now is guaranteed. So it's really ideal if you make the change now. So if you are trying to make the change and I'm going to start swimming every day, or I'm going to start filming YouTube videos every day, or I'm going to start growing my business every day, right? You have to make that, it's really ideal and it's really best if you make that change now because this present moment is guaranteed. And so I know we're here together on the video, but what I would recommend is as soon as this video is over, or right now even, you could pause the video and immediately start doing your task. At least, like I said, get a minimum viable product out there, a straight line Occam's razor to whatever you want to do, right? If you want to expand your ad reach, say you're advertising on Facebook right now and you want to expand to Google, just go there right now, go to Google and simply load up a campaign and start putting in some keywords. That's all you have to do. It's straight line, okay? And then if you want to optimize your results and things, you can do some learning online and increase that product and that quality a little bit. But Occam's razor, make a change now. Why? Because the later is not guaranteed, and also you get more compounding when you do things earlier, okay? And so again, guys, this is one of the first and hopefully a series of videos where I'm documenting my entrepreneurial journey. Obviously everything I say here is my opinion and things that I'm just thinking along the way and things that have helped me. I'm not my advice isn't always going to be 100% perfect to you and exactly what you need, but I do believe that these things have helped me, and I just want to document my thoughts and my journey, and hopefully they can help you in yours as well. And I'll talk to you soon.